I'm interested in your better accessories.
This way, please.
Pauline Ryder. Is that you? You look so good.
What are you doing in the city?
Accessory hunting.
Me too. Where you headed?
Actually, I've skipped lunch and I'm famished.
Sounds good. It's tea time at Borgia's. So, how are things with Brian?
Well, you know, I still want children. He doesn't.
Isn't it beautiful?
I've never seen anything like it.
Go ahead. Take a look. You like it, don't you?
It's very unusual.
Not really. I've seen a few others around the room.
Really? Where?
Over there. I know what you're thinking. Where do I get one, right?
Actually, what kind of leather is it?
You don't know? It's feet.
Feet. Whose feet?
No. Feet. F-O-E-T.
Fetal skin? You're walking around with a bag made of dead babies? What kind of monster would do that?
Look at it. How could I not?
It's human skin.
Not according to the Supreme Court. I mean, if fetuses were legally human, you couldn't abort them. So they finally had to rule that their skin could be used.
You were with our church group protesting that ruling.
Well, things change. After we moved from Fairfield and I left the church, I stopped thinking about it.
But how did you...
Well, soon after we moved here, we went to a party, some fundraiser for the homeless. And I met a woman who had one, and I fell in love with it immediately. I mean, at first, I felt guilty for wanting it. But finally, I went out and bought myself one. And believe me, I have never regretted it. They're already dead, Denise. I mean, you wear leather, don't you? Eat steak? I mean, you know that fur comes from animals that are treated terribly in captivity, and yet you wear it.
How can you compare it?
I condone abortion any more than you do. But it's legal. And buying feet is not likely to change that. They're already dead, Denise.
But where do they sell this stuff?
It's in all the better stores. But it's very discreet. I mean, feet may be legal, but it's still controversial. No one wants a scene. I mean, can you imagine a horde of the faithful housefrau from St. Paul's marching through Bergdorf?
Kind of like the fur activists.
Oh, it's pure envy with them. Now listen, Foet is even worse because it's tied up with motherhood and apple pie. It's going to take a long time for the masses to get used to it. So until then, the market will be small and select. Very select.
Is it very expensive?
Especially in this shade. It's all hand sewn. No two pieces are alike.
Where did you buy yours?
You want one, don't you?
Oh, absolutely not. Maybe it's morbid on my part, but I'm curious to see what else they're doing with feet these days.
Very well. Go to Bloom's. It's on 5th, a little ways up from Gucci's. Ask for Rolf. Tell him.
I'm interested in your better accessories.
Of course. This way, please. The spelling is adapted from the archaic medical term Foetal. Now, what may I show you?
May I browse a little?
May we? Take your time.
The bag my friend showed me was a lighter color.
Yes, I'm sorry. We are out of white. That goes first, you know.
No, this wasn't white. It was more of a pale cream.
Yes, we call that white. After all, it's made of white hide. It's relatively rare.
Do you have any pieces without all the stitching, something of a smoother nature?
I'm afraid not. I mean, you have to understand, we're forced by the very nature of the source of the material to work with little pieces. Notice, too, that there are no gloves. None of the manufacturers wants to be accused of making kid gloves. Trade humor. A lot of people are going for this shade. It's reasonably priced, imported from India.
Imported? I'd have thought there'd be plenty to go around just in the U.S.
There would be if people weren't so provincial in their attitudes about giving up the hides. The tanneries are offering a good price for them. I don't understand some people. Anyway, we have to import from the third world. India's a great source. They just keep pumping them out.
So smooth. Is it Indian, too?
Yes, but that's a little more expensive. That's male. They hardly ever abort males in India. Only females in 2001. Now that one's interesting.
Don't tell me anything about it, just the price. I'll wear it out.
I commend you on your decision. Welcome to the club. Remember, feet rhymes with elite.
Abortion is murder!
course it is! I gotta return that bag.